You're in a crowded cafe. Dozens of conversations, music, the hiss of the machine, a wall of noise you've completely tuned out. You can't make out a single word from the table behind you. And then, from across the whole room, someone says your name, and you hear it. Instantly. Your head turns before you've decided to turn it. How did you catch that one word when you weren't even listening? So here's the first strange truth. You think you weren't listening to those other conversations, but part of your brain was listening to all of them, the entire time. Your brain never actually shuts the other voices off. Instead, it runs every sound coming in through a kind of rapid, low-level scan, quietly checking each one. Important? Ignore. Important? Ignore. Most of it gets filtered out before it ever reaches your awareness, which is why you experience it as not hearing it. But the filter isn't just blocking noise, it's hunting. It's searching that river of sound for anything that matters to you. And almost nothing matters more or gets flagged faster than the sound of your own name. Your name is the single most overlearned, most personally loaded word you know. You've heard it since before you could understand language. So your brain gives it a permanent, top priority pass through the filter. The other conversations were never truly silent to you. Your brain was scanning every one of them, waiting for exactly this. Which raises the real question. How does a filter you don't even control decide in an instant that this one word is worth interrupting you for? This isn't just a nice theory. It comes from one of the most elegant experiments in the history of psychology. In the 1950s, a scientist named Colin Cherry set out to understand exactly this: how we follow one voice in a sea of them. He gave people headphones and played two completely different messages at once, one in each ear. Then he asked them to repeat back only the message from one ear and ignore the other completely. And people were remarkably good at it. They could follow the one voice almost perfectly. Afterward, he'd ask what was in the ignored ear, and here's the striking part. They had almost nothing. They usually couldn't say what the ignored voice had talked about, sometimes not even what language it was in. It had been genuinely filtered out, except for one thing. When Cherry slipped the person's own name into that ignored ear, a large share of people noticed it. The name jumped the barrier. A message they were successfully ignoring suddenly broke through for one word, because that word was theirs. That single result cracked open our understanding of attention. It proved that not listening isn't really off. Some part of you is still processing the ignored stream, deeply enough to recognize your own name inside it, without you ever consciously trying. So why your name above all other words? Part of it is sheer repetition. From infancy, your name is the sound that turns heads toward you, that calls you to safety, to food, to love. It gets wired in early and reinforced tens of thousands of times until recognizing it becomes almost automatic, a reflex, not a decision. But it's deeper than just familiarity. Your name is a tag for the thing your brain cares about more than anything else: you. It's shorthand for your entire self, your body, your safety, your reputation, your place in the group. So when your name is spoken, especially by someone you can't see, your brain treats it as potentially urgent news about you. Someone, somewhere, is referencing your existence. Are they talking about you? Warning you? Calling you? For a deeply social species whose survival depended on its standing in the group, that is never trivial information. This is why hearing your name across a room can come with that little jolt, A small spike of alertness, your body orienting, your attention yanked around. Sometimes a flicker in your chest. It's not vanity. It's an ancient survival flag firing. Something out there just tagged you by name. Let's look closely at that jolt, because there's a real physical reflex behind it, one you share with almost every animal. It's called the orienting response. When something sudden and significant hits your senses, your body automatically prepares to deal with it before you've thought anything at all. Your head and eyes turn toward the source. Your attention snaps to it. Brief changes ripple through your body, a quick shift in heart rate, a small burst of alertness, all readying you to take in this new, important thing. It's the same reflex that turns your head at a sudden sound in the dark, and your name, sliding through that filter, triggers a gentle version of it. That's the heart jump. It isn't your heart literally leaping. It's your whole nervous system doing a fast little orient and alert, priming you to find out what's going on. And notice, it happens before you know who said it, before you know why, before you've turned around. The body moves first. By the time your conscious mind thinks, "Wait, who said my name?" the reflex has already fired. Your head is already turning, and your attention is already locked on. You didn't decide any of it. Your name simply reached in and pulled the levers directly. But now we get to the strangest, most revealing part of all, and it's something almost everyone has experienced. Have you ever been sure you heard your name, turned around, and no one had said it? No one was even talking about you. You heard your own name that was never spoken. This phantom name isn't a glitch. It's the flip side of the very system we've been describing, and it exposes exactly how it works. Remember, your brain isn't passively waiting to hear your name. It is actively, constantly hunting for it, scanning the noise, running guesses about what each blurry sound might be. And a system tuned that aggressively to detect one specific pattern will sometimes find it where it isn't. A stranger's similar-sounding word, a fragment of speech, even random noise, briefly matched to the template of your name. Your brain, in effect, would rather set off a few false alarms than ever miss the real thing. Because think about the stakes it evolved with. Miss your name when someone's warning you of danger, and it could cost you everything. Jump at a false one, and you just glance up for nothing. So your brain is deliberately tuned to overdetect, to cry, "That's me," a little too often, just to be safe. That faint sense of hearing your name in an empty room is proof of how hard your brain is always working in the background, listening for you. Now, in the spirit of honesty, because your body deserves the real story, scientists still argue about exactly how this filter works. That's not a weakness in the science. It's one of its oldest, most fascinating open questions. Some researchers think the filtering happens early, right at the level of raw sound, before your brain has even worked out the meaning of the words. Others think it happens late, that your brain actually processes the meaning of almost everything you hear, then decides at the last moment what to let into awareness and what to discard. The phantom name and the ignored ear experiments actually lean toward the second, unsettling possibility, that on some level, you might be understanding far more of the world around you than you ever consciously notice. The conversation 2 tables over, the background chatter, the words you'd swear you never heard. Your conscious mind is like the tip of an iceberg. Beneath it, a vast, silent machinery is taking in the world, weighing it, filtering it, and passing up to you only the small slice it decides you need. Your name is one of the rare keys guaranteed to unlock that gate, and every time it does, every time your head turns at your name across a room, you're catching a brief, rare glimpse of just how much your brain is quietly doing without you. So the next time you're in a crowded room, lost in your own conversation, and your name cuts through from somewhere across the noise, and your head turns before you've decided to turn it, you'll finally know what just happened. It wasn't luck, and it wasn't that you were secretly eavesdropping. It's that a hidden part of your brain never stopped listening. It was scanning every voice in that room the whole time, hunting through the noise for the one sound that means you. And the instant it found it, it fired an ancient orienting reflex that turned your head and pulled your attention before your conscious mind even knew a name had been spoken. Your name is a key that reaches past your awareness and moves your body directly. Now, one gentle note. Not everyone's filter works the same way. Some people, including many autistic people, process a noisy, multi-voice room very differently and may not snap to their name the way others do. That's not a failure of attention or of caring. It's simply a nervous system that filters the flood of sound in its own way. There's no single right way to hear a crowd, but for most of us, that little turn of the head is one of the most quietly astonishing things we do. Proof that even when you're not listening, some part of you always is. Here's the theme running under all of this. Other people are constantly reaching into your body and moving things long before your conscious mind signs off on it. A pair of eyes on you tightens your chest. Your name across a room turns your head. And there are more. The way you tense when someone stands too close. The strange certainty that someone, somewhere, is watching you right now. This was just one of them. Subscribe, and every week we'll decode another way that other people move through you without permission. See you there, somebody.